Good evening, Tiger fans, and welcome to Hardin County High School basketball. Once again, tonight we're on the road in Loretto, Tennessee. I'm Bill Sharp along with Steve Carnell as the lights have come down and they're going to use the spotlight on the visiting team as well tonight. Nope, as a matter of fact, they're going to introduce Loretto first. Looking in the wrong direction. I don't recall the last time the home team was introduced first, but it's happening here tonight. Emily Cozart's a starter. Jenny Clifton is a starter. Allie Weathers, Carly Urban, and Lene Weathers are the 5 starters. And looking at the scorebook from last week that they played, I noticed that the Weathers sisters, if they are indeed sisters, burned the lights out. They filled up the boxes for both quarters in the first half. So the Lady Mustangs, as they're known, have been introduced, and now the starting lineup for the Hardin County Lady Tigers, coming off a stunning victory over Adamsville on Tuesday night. First off the bench is Clara Callahan, a junior. Next, a senior, Bailey Gamble.
Number 23, Ashton Davis.
A senior, Ashton Davis, is next off of the bench.
Number 24, Haley.
Senior, Haley Harden is next.
And number 50, Neely Barrier.
And Neely Barrier, who is a junior. So 3 seniors, 2 juniors on this year's starting 5. The Lady Tigers dressed in dark gray, charcoal gray with maroon numerals, and the Mustangs, Lady Mustangs, in white with, I think that's black and perhaps maybe dark blue trim. I believe it's black though. And stepping in to jump for both teams is Lene Weathers. The lights can't seem to get situated. They're all off and on. And she'll be jumping against Ashton Davis. And we are underway. Caps controlled by the Mustangs. Dribbling across the timeline is Allie Weathers. She goes to Emily Cozart outside the circle, ahead of the key. On the right side now to Clifton. Left side they go to Urban. Back now to Clifton. Clifton tries to penetrate. Tigers in a zone-looking type defense. They pass it underneath and they go to Weathers. Weathers took it inside the lane and then threw it out toward the right wing and was right into the bleachers. It will be Tiger basketball on the miscue. Just underway, 30 seconds into this ball game, 0-0, and Haley Harden bringing the ball down, goes on the left side now to Barrier, to Davis at the free throw line. She's on the left side, drives to the right side, dishes it outside the Gamble. Tigers look to Davis, back in the circle there. She drives down, wants to shoot, doesn't. Back outside now, Haley Harden, she tries a 3. Yes! Haley Harden guns down the 3, and the Tigers, Lady Tigers that is, take the early lead. 1 minute gone in the quarter. Hardin County up 3-0. Clifton gets it over to Weathers. Out on the left wing now to Urban. Back to Clifton. She dives in the lane, puts up the shot, and she got it. That's Allie Weathers rather than Clifton. And it's a 3-2 game. She took it in, had a rather easy time of it, banking at home. And the Tigers are up by 1. Barrier with it on the left wing as the Tigers start their attack. Mustangs in a man-to-man. Barrier looking for some help, in trouble, tosses it out. It's going to be tapped away by Weathers. Weathers drives down, goes under, lays it off the glass, missed it, got her on rebound. And in order to stop an easy stick back, Haley Harden's going to pick up the first foul of the night for either team. 6:10 left to go first period. It's 3-2 Tigers. Mustangs with the basketball in the corner. Here's a inbound, a quick three is off, no good. Rebound taken down by Weathers. Here's another three from the right wing now. It's off, no good. Rebound is stuck back with a little floating 6-footer as Carly Urban gives the Mustangs their first lead, 4-3. Tigers go in the corner of the Gamble for three. In and out, no good. Rebound taken down by Cozart. Cozart out to Weathers, down the floor. And I thought a shot was forthcoming, but they pitched it back outside. Now with it working is Weathers. She has it knocked away, regains control, and the Mustangs work it down inside. This time they go to Lene Weathers. And there's a whistle and a foul call. Foul's going to be on Davis, her first, team second. Inbounding to Weathers. Now a long three-point shot off the head of the keys, no good. Rebound Davis. That was Weathers on the long shot. Davis gets the rebound. Tigers back on the offensive end, down by one. 5:30 left to go in the first quarter. Down in the corner now. Harden giving the three, decides not. Goes out toward high and then kicks it out to Davis at center court. Davis and Barrier play catch. Now a quick pass inside to Callahan. Callahan tries to dump it off to Davis. Davis loses it, but it's touched last by the Lady Mustangs, and the Tigers will have it in the very corner on the left side with 5:05 left to go in the first period. They trail 4-3. Inbounds to Gamble. Gamble for three. She got it. Bailey Gamble found the range. And the Tigers now lead by 2. This could be a good matchup here tonight. It's looking that way. Jenny Clifton with it on the dribble. Stops on the right wing. Goes down to Weathers, and she will drive and go under and back it home. And she's beginning to collect a couple of deuces herself. We're tied at 6. And the Tigers will bring it down the floor, looking to gain the lead again with 4:27 left to go in the first. Barrier to Callahan. Callahan to Harden. Harden drives in, puts a shot up, blocked by Weathers. Weathers gets the loose ball, gets it down the floor now to Allie Weathers. Now a driving layup on the other end by Urban is off, no good, but a whistle and a foul is going to send Urban to the line to shoot 2. Foul is going to be on Gamble, her first. Tigers with 3 now. 4:13 left to go first period. 6-6. On the line is Urban. First shot slides in. In for the Tigers comes Mackenzie Stanville. And out comes Davis. And Urban is good for 2 free throws, and it's an 8-6 Mustang lead. Harden gets a word or two from head coach Brandon Kirk. No, Brandon's not here. I don't see him. On the left side is Harden. Harden right side. And that's Stanford. Now under to Barrier. Barrier tries it in the paint, and it gets knocked away. A loose ball on the floor. A held ball will be called, and it will be Tiger possession with 3:50 left to go here in the first period. Tigers trailing 8-6. So Haley Harden has it now on the right wing, way outside. Down now to Barrier for 3. A back rim came off. Rebound taken down by Weathers. Weathers clear out pass. Clifton running. Drives in, goes up for the shot. Didn't get up to the backboard, but the whistle and a foul is going to send Jenny Clifton to the line. And the foul is going to be on Mackenzie Stanfield. Mackenzie back protecting the goal. Did all she could, but ended up picking up a foul for her efforts. She did stop the easy layup, though. And Jenny Clifton is on the line. Hits the first free throw. And found the home on the second free throw as well. There's 3:32 left to go in the first period. Tigers down by 4 now, 10-6. So Harden has it down to Gamble. Gamble on the right wing. Harden looking for help, and then he throws it on the right wing, and it has it stolen away. Here's a three-pointer. It's no good by Gamble. Rebound taken down by the Mustangs. Weathers with the rebound. Across the timeline goes Cozart. Now a long three off the left wing's no good. Fight for the rebound, and coming up with it was Lene Weathers, and she's going to be fouled on the attempted stick back. This foul is going to be on Clara Callahan. Her first. That's the team's fifth. And to the line goes Lene Weathers, and she will miss the first free throw that the Mustangs have missed tonight. Tigers down by 4. Need a rebound right here. No chance with the second shot cleanly in the cotton. And with just under 3 minutes to go, it's 11-6 Mustangs. Biggest lead of the evening. Outside they go to Callahan. Callahan from way out. Now to Stanfield, who will move left side to the right side and then go back now to Gamble on the left wing. Gamble down in the corner and got it in to Barrier, but Barrier pushed it back outside. Finally they go in the corner. Coming up with a three-pointer from the deep corner was Harden. It won't go. Rebound finally controlled by Jesse Chance, who's in the game for the Mustangs. And the Mustangs will control with 2:16 remaining. 11-6. Driving in the lane and traveling with the basketball was Allie Weathers.
They call a foul.
And they call a foul. Oh, my. It was, picture perfect traveling if you look it up.
Yes, they gave her the Euro step.
Yeah, and I thought he just said 32, but I don't see Hannah out there. It must have been Gamble. So Gamble's got 2 now. First shot is up and good, and both now in for the Mustangs, and the lead extends now to 7. Tigers on a cold streak. Work it down. Harden takes a long three. It's off the back rim. No good. Gamble with the rebound. Outside of Stanford. Down in the corner now. The Barrier for 3. Yes. Rudy Barrier hits a bomb from the left side. And now it's a 4-point game again. 1:45 remaining in the first period. On the road here in Loretto, Tennessee. Here's a pass in the lane. Tapped away. Weathers almost lost it. Down in the corner now. A long three. It's off. No good by Jana Clifton. The rebound is going to be put up to no avail, and finally she got it back again. That was Allie Weathers. She's got 8 now, and Tigers come down. Barrier takes it off the left side for 3. Off no good. Rebound. Katie Atkins, who's into the game now. With Callahan coming to the bench, and now there's a hell ball call. It will be, as you would expect, it's going to be Mustang basketball. 1:17 left to go first period. Had a nice drive over this evening. Blue sky and nice sunset. And we're in the barn right now, and it looks like it. Across the timeline come the Mustangs. With it is Jenny Clifton. On the right side, they go to Urban. Now on the left, here's a long three. It's up and no good. Rebound snatched out of there by Barrier. Barrier tries to go to Gamble in the corner. Stolen away by Weathers. Down across, down on the right side. It's going to be a 2. It's up and good by Carly Urban. She was standing on the line, or it would have been a 3. And it's 17-9 now. Tigers down by 8. 41 seconds left in the quarter. Down in the corner, it goes to Gamble. Back outside, Harden's got it now, dribbling on the right wing. She'll take a pick by Atkins. Stop, go back to Atkins in the lane. Loose ball picked up by Clifton. Down the floor they come. A shot is up and no good. And a foul is going to be called as Jenny Clifton went up for a deuce, and a foul is going to be called on Barrier, her first. And Clifton goes to the line to shoot 2. And they're killing us on the free throw line. First shot is good. She'll get another. Right now they're 10 or 7 of 9. Now 8 of 10. So So far, they put a total of 9 points on the board from the free throw line. 20 seconds left. Tigers come down, maybe looking for a last shot. They go in the corner now to Harden. Harden lobs underneath Atkins. Atkins scores. Underneath, Katie Atkins. Got a good pass under there by Harden. Picks up 2, cuts the lead down to 8. The Mustangs come down, Loretto comes down, and they will go into the lane going up for the shot. They waste no time going to the backboard. That time they will dribble it straight out of bounds. And the Tigers get a break here with 4.4 seconds left in the quarter. Harden gets it at midcourt. They'll get it under to Strickland. Strickland over. And going in with about a 3-foot floater was Katie Atkins. And it just caught a little bit of the back iron, came off, and the first quarter score will be 19-11. Mustangs on top. We'll take a 1-minute pause. We'll come right back here in Loretto, Tennessee. Stay with us. All right, the Tigers have the basketball to begin the second period. And Gamble and Harden handle those chores. And we're back in business. On the right side, they go to Riley Strickland. She'll go right back to Gamble. And moves down in the corner now when she gets it back. She's in trouble. Gonna need some help. Get some help as Atkins comes out. Relieves her under pressure. And they get it out to Harden now. He's dribbling in the backcourt. Looking for some help. Finally gets it to Gamble barely. And Gamble is going to step on the sideline. This gym reminds me of Hampshire's gym, Hampshire, Tennessee, where the out of bounds was the wall.
I mean, it's tight in here. It's go back to the 50s. You remember the gyms back in the 50s.
Yeah,
that's where we're at.
Yep. So Jenny Clifton dribbles across the timeline. We'll go on the left wing. Sanders out head of the key to Clifton. Down to Weathers in the corner. Back outside Clifton. They're passing it around the perimeter. Tigers in a 2-3 zone. Long pass across the court. It's going to be handled there by Sanders. There's a shot. It's off no good. Rebound's going to be stuck back up and in. I don't know whether that's going to be counted. And yeah, they say the basket's good. Weathers is going to get 2 more and go to the line. And I didn't see who the foul was on. But the shot for the 3-point play is off no good. Tigers get the rebound. And they're back down the floor. Outside with it now is Strickland. To Harden, who now is on the right wing. Back to Strickland. Looking for some help. Gets it to Harden, right side. 6:30 left to go second. Tigers down 21-11. There's a whistle and a blocking foul called. Offensive blocking foul called on the Tigers. And Katie Atkins is assigned. Now that is the that's the 11th foul or 10th foul against no fouls called against the Mustangs.
Yep, they've
now the Mustangs work it. They go to Urban on the left side. Back outside to Weathers. Back to Urban in the corner. She'll drive into the lane, pass it across. It's batted there by Strickland, but picked up down there by Sanders. Now a baseline drive, and a score is up and good as Liddy Weathers, the second half of the Weathers team, gets another deuce. She's got 12 now. The Tigers will save it in. Nice play by Harden there. It's almost through it. Was thrown into the backcourt. Now with it on the right side is Molly Pierce. Pierce lobs it over now to Strickland. Now out to Gamble. Down in the corner to Pierce. In the lane, jumpers up and good by Katie Atkins. Katie hit the shot that won the game on Tuesday night, and we certainly need her to come along in a scoring fashion. 23-13. Sanders on the right side. 5:07 left to go in the half. Try to go inside with it, batted out. Finally picked up, slung around to Urban on the left side. A long three is off by Clifton, no good. Rebound Mustangs, they'll get another shot at it. Now they're going to Weathers. Weathers in the lane, drives in, splits a double team, and just finds a way to bank it home. And it's 25-13, 12-point lead by the Mustangs. 4:39 left to go in the second period. Gamble with it outside to Strickland. Strickland picks up the dribble, goes down in the corner to Pierce, inside, and now a quick 3-foot jumper is off, no good by Atkins. Rebound is going to be taken down by the Mustangs, and they're running. Down in the corner. Didn't take the three there, but they'll go with it on the left wing. Shots off, no good. Rebound taken down by Riley Strickland. Over now to Harden. Harden dribbles down the paint, stops, kicks it outside to Strickland. And the Tigers set up shop offensively with just under 4 minutes to go in the half. Down by 12. With it now is Pierce. Pierce picks up the dribble in the circle, goes out to Strickland, and we'll set it up again. Strickland looking for some help, gets it over, and going in with it is Pierce. Pierce is kind of trapped on the baseline. Thought she'd get a shot, she passed it out, and it's going to be intercepted by Sanders. Sanders sniffed that one out, got the steal, and now it's 25-13 Mustangs. They have the basketball, and they're on the perimeter now trying to work it inside. They finally get it in now to Cozart. Now around on the right wing, the three-pointer is off, no good. Rebound taken down by the Mustangs. They're having their way with rebounds tonight. And here's a jumper from about 12. It's no good. Cozart on the follow won't go. And finally it's going to be knocked out. Touched last by Loretto. Davis checks back in. And let's see. 3:05 left to go. There's timeout on the floor. Timeout, I think Tigers. We got 60 seconds here. We're back. Tigers down by 12. Back in 60. So the starting five is back on the floor now for the Lady Tigers, with the exception of Riley Strickland. And she's in. I'm trying to piece it together. Who's missing out there? The Strickland's got it on the left wing. Out to Harden now. Davis is back in the game. There's a driving attempt to pass it in the lane. It's going to be knocked away by Loretto, and it will be Tiger basketball on the right side of the lane on baseline. Inbounds goes to Strickland, over now to Barrier, around the horn on the left side. And there's a pass that's going to be tipped away and stolen by Weathers. Weathers drives down, misses the layup. Thought we'd get a foul call, but we didn't. Here's a long down the court pass to Davis. Ashton Davis in the corner. Picks up the dribble, goes back outside to Harden. Harden Reverse pivot, drives in, lays it off the glass. Won't go. Oh, no. And the rebound's going to be taken down by Chance. Outlet pass down the floor, going in and getting the layup on the fast break is Jenny Clifton, and she'll pick up an extra free throw to boot, and the foul's going to be on Davis. It'll be her second, according to my calculations. Still not a single foul called on Loretto tonight, and the shot is up and good by Jenny Clifton. She's got 7 now, and it's 28-13. Tigers down by 15. They're working in the lane now to Pierce, or rather Atkins. Atkins will kick it back outside to Strickland. Strickland on the dribble. And she'll pass it off there and picked up by Harden. Harden picks up a long three. It's off, no good. Fight for the rebound. I think there's going to be a foul called on the Mustangs. Indeed, that's the first foul tonight. Called on, and everybody's astounded. I wonder why. Anyway, Tigers work with it. They get it to Harden in the corner. Well, it's not a shooting foul, by the way, so just remember that. In the lane, back outside now. Here is Barrier for three. Neely Barrier cuts the lead as she knocks down a tray with 1:18 remaining. It's now a 12-point game. The Tigers play a little defense here, maybe pick up a couple of fouls on the Mustangs. Get back in this game. There's a pass down low, jumpers off the glass, no good. And the rebound's picked up by Weathers. They're just crashing the board. They're killing us rebounding-wise. There's a long cross-court pass down in the corner to Clifton. Now underneath, and a layup, actually a quick 3-foot jumper. It's up and good by Jessie Chance. Substitute. Tigers bring it down. In the lane goes Barrier. Her little layup shot from about 3's no good. Rebound taken down by the Mustangs. They're running 38 seconds now in the half. Here's a left-handed three-pointer put up and no good by Chance. Rebound taken down by Strickland. Pass it down to Gamble. Gamble loses it mid-court. Taken back there by Clifton. Clifton goes underneath and tries to connect with Renee Withers. And the shot won't go, but she's fouled. And the foul is going to be on Haley Harden. First shot by Weathers. It's up and good. I have no explanation as to why they're getting so many second chances. We're in there and fighting for it, but we just can't seem to come up with the basketball. Second shot's good. It's a 16-point game. 17 seconds left to go until halftime. Harden rolls right on the dribble, goes left. Now in the lane. It's going to go up for a bank shot. Stops, shoots, scores. Nice play by Haley Harden. And with 2 seconds left, the Mustangs have put up a shot at the buzzer, and she missed it. So, 32-18 is your halftime score as the Lady Tigers lost 19-11 in the first quarter and gave up 13-7 in the second. And the result is what we got here.
Well, too, I mean, you look at the foul difference. They've got about, well, they have one. We got somewhere around 15, 16 fouls called on us in this first half. They've been in the double bonus most of the second quarter. So their chances at the free throw line, like you said, they've I don't think we've been to the free throw line in the first half.
The one foul that we had was an out of bounds.
So we haven't been at the free throw line. They've been, I don't know what you got over there as far as your stats go.
It's 10-1.
Yeah. So they've been to the free throw, line at least triple what we've been, and then you look at your score, 32-18. I mean, they're not doing anything special.
Let's put it this way: they're 12 or 14 from the free throw line.
Well, they've been 14 times. They've got, they've had 12 attempts out of it.
And how we're down, what, 14?
Yeah. So there's a difference in the score.
Yeah, you don't want to claim home cooking, and there's probably
I don't know why you don't feel.
I just don't feel comfortable with doing it.
Well, I do, and I'm not saying they're fouling.
It's just officials out there. To say they're all free corrupt is kind of.
Yeah, we're just getting a little bit of everything called on us on their offensive end especially.
All right, 32-18 is your halftime score. Hardin County versus Loretto. We're going to take a pause here for a word from our gracious sponsors, and we'll come back with the second half. Before you know it, stay with us here on K93. Steve, how were things at the concession stand?
Oh, it was wonderful. I thought they had hot dogs. They got hamburgers. So I just brought, me and you'll split this.
That's okay. I don't need anything particularly when I'm home.
My threes are about as small as a gym in here. So.
Yeah, I was telling the fans earlier, it's no wonder they call this the barn because it does resemble one. And I remember that I played at Hampshire High School when I was a kid. That's back in the 60s now. And the gym looked just like this, and it didn't have sidelines. The ball was out if it hit the wall.
Well, I mean, we're there with this, basically. You got to remember, if you're watching on the stream, we got posts right here in front of us. I mean, you could actually run into the post.
Yeah, it's amazing. And I'm sure that they probably, it's an endearing building to them. It's been with them for a long time. But they might want to think about moving into at least the 20th century.
Well, you look around, you see they've had a lot of success, and especially what I'm looking at, girls basketball more than anything, going back to the 1958 state champions, 2018 right across from
no
us.
question.
There's a lot of tradition here, I'm sure.
Well, halftime, Lady Tigers trail 32-18. We'll take another quick pause for our sponsors, and we'll come back with more basketball from Loretto, Tennessee. Stay with us here on K93. All right, time for more basketball action here in Loretto, Tennessee, just north of Florence. You have to kind of go to Lawrenceburg and take a right back toward the west in order to get here. But as I said, we had a nice drive over. We understand that Brandon Kirk is listening to the game tonight. We want to welcome him and hope that he feels better soon. On the left side they go as Loretto has the basketball to begin the second half. They work it inside. They try to get it underneath the Clifton. It gets batted away and out of bounds, and the Tigers will take it back down the floor now with Harden on the dribble. Out to Gamble on the right wing. Move it around the horn, and they get the barrier on the left. Now to Davis. Davis drives in, puts up a shot. They're going to call a foul on. They're going to call a foul on Callahan from inside the lane. I didn't see a foul there, and she was away from the ball, so some pushing and shoving must be going on underneath. The Tigers cough it up on the foul, and the Mustangs work it on the perimeter. Just underway, third period. 32-18, Tigers down by 14. Here's a hook shot from the left side of the lane over into the middle, and picking up two more is Weathers. This is Lene Weathers. I guess that's how you pronounce it. And the Tigers come down, try to pass it to Davis at midcourt. It's tipped by a Mustang, goes out of bounds, and the Tigers will have it at midcourt. They go to Harden on the right side. She's on the dribble, comes back outside in behind the post. I can't see for the post. Now there's a whistle and a foul called. I believe this is going to be foul number 2 as Emily Kozart gets called for pushing off in the circle. Non-shooting, as it's the first foul for the Mustangs. In the backcourt, they go to Harden. Tigers down by 16 now. Needing a bucket here desperately to get it to Callahan at the free throw line. A quick pitch over now to Barrier. Barrier goes in for the shot. Can't get it up to go to the backboard, but a whistle and a foul is going to be called on Kozart. That's 2, and it's not a shooting foul. They go now to Barrier. Barrier takes a 3 from the deep corner left side. Off, no good. Rebound taken down by Kozart, and the Mustangs back on the attack now. Leading by 16. Pass down low. Weathers has about a 6-foot jumper, and she hit it. So Lene Weathers gets 2 more. She's got 7 now. And the Tigers come down by 18. Pass off to Callahan in the lane. Stops, pumps a 3-footer. Got it, yes. Clara Callahan forced Kozart to collapse, and when she did, she just backed up and had a free shot from about 4 feet away. And that cuts the lead to 16. 5:50 left to go, third period. Pass off now to Weathers, baseline. Her bank shot's off, no good. Rebound taken down by Haley Harden. She comes out dribbling. Drives all the way to the low post, low block on the lane, and gets it over now to that's Barrier for 3 off the left wing, and she hit it. So that cuts the lead to 13. And the Tigers trying to claw back here in the third period. They go to Urban with it on the left side now. To Clifton underneath. Weathers gets the pass and just rolls to her right and banks another one home. They just nickel and dime you to death with those little bank shots, and now there's a whistle. The officials made some type of a and now they're going to give the ball back to us if they were complaining about.
Well, he called it on the coach being in the way, and that's ridiculous because you can't help but be in the way.
And they give the ball back to us? I don't understand that.
As a warning, kind of like a sideline warning in football. Normally I think the ball would change hands, but we'll take it. Tigers have it now working out the perimeter. Davis has it over, and now on the left wing to Harden. Harden way outside. If you can get way outside in this gym. Down, it goes in, puts up a right-handed hook and hit it. She was on the left side of the lane, had a twist a little bit, but she picks up the deuce there. She's got 7 now, and that cuts the lead to 13 again. Dribbling outside, mano a mano against Gamble is Clifton. She gets it over to Weathers. Weathers takes it down and lays it up and in. It's same thing, second verse here. 40-25 now. We just can't stop them on that drive. And as Davis tries her hand, going one-on-one with Weathers, and she'll get in underneath. They're going to call it on Weathers. Why was she not in the act of shooting? The whistle was really late if it was before the shot. Inbounds pass is going to be stolen by the Mustangs. Weathers intercepted it, took it down, laid it up, missed it. It partially blocked, but there's a foul that's going to be called on. Who did she call that on? Oh, that's going to be on Barrier. Now the first shot is up and good by Libby Weathers. And now she's got 15. Make that 16. And it's 42-25. 4 minutes halfway through the third period. Tigers got a hard row to hoe out here. Gamble backing up to midcourt. The Mustangs have been in man-to-man the whole game, and that continues.
We're passing it around on the perimeter. Now with Harden on the left side. She'll cross to the head of the key, pick up her dribble. In a little bit of trouble there.
Trying to get some help.
And finally it's going to be knocked away and stolen by Weathers. Weathers going to drive down and score. Libby Weathers.
Well, they left
it. So now there's timeout on the floor.
They left Haley out there in no man's land. Nobody went to her. She was us.
3:26 left to go in third period. 44-25. You're saying it's time for a commercial.
Yeah.
We'll be back in 30 seconds. Three minutes, 26 seconds remaining in the third period. Hardin County trailing 44-25. Tigers have the basketball in the backcourt following the timeout, and here comes Haley Harden dribbling. Now they go over to Davis. Davis, who goes to the right side, she loses it and controls it inbounds, reaching around and trying to go over her back was Libby Weathers, and they finally call a foul on it.
He didn't want to. He was forced to.
Be nice. Inbound to Gamble. Gamble gets it over now to Callahan. Callahan controls it. Long pass in underneath. Gamble is going to be not high enough. It's stolen away by Weathers. Weathers gets it over to her sister. She goes down the right side, banks about an 8-foot bank shot, and then she's got 13 now, and it's 46-25. Biggest lead of the night with 21 points. And Lady Tigers working. They go to Davis. Davis about to take a three and decided not to at the last second. Dishes it off now. Now the Barrier drives and scores. She took it to the left side, and maybe it looked like she might have taken a lesson there from Libby Weathers as she went in and took advantage of her height and stuck it up and in. Now this is the first three of the night by the Mustangs as Jana Clifton knocked one down from the left wing. The Tigers come down. Harden takes the three off the right wing. It's off no good. And Mustangs with the rebound. 2:02 left to go third. 49-27. Clifton over on the right side. A three-pointer put up by Jenny Clifton. I don't know if they're sisters. That's off no good. Rebound is tapped away a couple of times out of bounds, and they're saying touch last by the Tigers. So with less than 2 minutes left to go in the third period, Hardin County hard put, 49-27 here. Inbound to Clifton on the right side now. There's Libby Sanders. Clifton back to Weathers. Weathers looks to the backboard, kicks it outside, and now there's a three-pointer by Jenny Clifton that found a home, and a foul is going to be called. And the foul is going to be on Barrier.
She doesn't know what she did, and I'm not quite sure either. It's right here in front of us.
And going for the four-point play, she missed it, got her own rebound. And Loretto with the basketball, walking out, or dancing outside with it on the dribble is Clifton. Down in the corner to Lily Price. There's a long three-pointer put up and good by Libby Sanders. And the Mustangs just pouring it on now, 55-27. In the corner they go. The Tigers go to Harden. Haley Harden on the dribble. Tries to get a pick from Clara Callahan. Decides to go the other direction. There's a pass to Callahan. Back to Davis in the corner. Here's Barrier for three. It's off no good. Rebound Mustangs. Weathers, as you would expect. Weathers has it now on the other end. Drives in the lane. Goes up for the shot. Got it, and she's fouled. Holy Toledo. Great Caesar's Ghost. She's got 15 now and will go to the line for 16. In comes Atkins, in comes Pierce, and out come Callahan and Barrier. Strickland about to come in too. The shot's off. She misses the free throw. Davis with the rebound. Tigers come down. They go now to a gamble in the right corner. Her three-point shot won't go. 30 seconds left now. Mustangs with the rebound back on the other end of the floor. They may hold it off for one here, but then again, they may not. Jenny Clifton going one-on-one with Molly Pierce out near midcourt. 12 seconds now. Clifton decides to drive in, stops, shoots, scores. Oh, my. So, the Tigers come across the floor with Harden on the dribble. 1 second left. Didn't get the shot away, and that will be the end of the third period. As Tigers fall down a little further. They outscored 27-9 in the third. 59-27. We'll be back in 1 minute for the fourth quarter. The Tigers have the basketball to begin the fourth period, and wholesale substitution in now is Riley Strickland's on the floor. So is Molly Pierce as Strickland dribbles outside. Also in is McKaylee Stanfield. Atkins, Katie Atkins in on low post. Tigers will try to go in the corner with it and throw it away. It will be Mustang basketball, and I expect to see them substitute, but it looks like their starters are still on the floor. Inbound, it's going to be batted away, and if you just joined us, it's been a story of dominance by the Mustangs for practically all three quarters. They lead 59-27. The Tigers are going to work it over on their left side, get pressure by the Mustang defense. And it's going to be batted out of bounds. Give it to Loretto. So, Weathers goes down to Sanders on the left side. Now back to Weathers. Weathers has it batted away, but it's picked back up and underneath to Corbin. Mallory Corbin, who's in for the Mustangs. Ball is moved over into the corner on the right side, knocked away and out of bounds. They're going to give it to the Mustangs.
Well, we were pushed out of bounds.
Could have been. Libby Weathers has it now. Given the three, instead goes inside. Turnaround jumper up and good. Mallory Corbin, a substitute, came in, hit about a three-footer, and it's 61-27. I'm wondering when they'll start running the clock. Riley Strickland now dribbles, gets in the lane, had an open path to the goal, but a reach in is going to slap and knock it away from her. I think that foul is going to be on Libby Weathers, her second. Substitutions coming in, out come both of the Weathers girls. Inbound goes to Strickland. On the right side, they're going to go to We're going to go to Stanfield. Stanfield has it knocked away, stolen, and down on the other end of the floor they go. Going up for the shot is Libby Sanders. Sanders is going to be fouled. And the foul's going to be on McKaylee Strickland, her first. Fouls right now are of no consequence in this game. The lack of fouls might be.
Well, it is on our side this time, isn't it? Yeah, 5-4. So they have made up the 15-0, 15-1.
Sanders hits 1 out of 2, and it's 62-27. 6:21 left to go here in the fourth period.
It's been an odd game.
And it's been unbelievable. And now we're going to throw it away. There was a zigzag in the wrong direction there by Molly Pierce, and an errant pass by Riley Strickland, and it goes out of bounds. And the Mustangs reel again. Down on the high post now to Corbin. Corbin has it, goes in the lane. That's Urban. Now over in the corner to Sanders. And back to Corbin now at the free throw line. Back outside. Now they're going to work it out there again. Tigers in the man-to-man now. Drive and a quick pass and a driving layup up and good by Jana Clifton. And they just add to the Tiger misery. 64-27. Hardin County with all substitutions on the floor right now. Getting some well-needed experience. Strickland looking for some help. Under pressure, gets it off now, and with it is Stanfield. Stanfield weaves through, drives in, goes up for the shot, a little too hard, rebound, Sanders. Sanders, long pass down, tries to go underneath, but there to break up the play was Molly Pierce. Good defensive play by Pierce. The ball is out, however, on her, and it will be Mustang basketball. Into the game comes Siandra Reynolds for the Mustangs. And the clock is running now on the inbounds pass. So they're running the clock. As batted away out of bounds, it will be Loretto basketball baseline. Right there behind the post where I can't see the player. Now there's a bounce pass inside coming over to Corbin. Corbin slides down toward the goal. Now there's a whistle. I did not see a foul signal. Now the officials over here by the.
He's trying to, yeah. Now he's changed.
Now he's changed it. It's going to give the ball back to Loretto.
Yeah. Well,
the must have gotten confused or something under there.
He hadn't been confused on the scoreboard operator here. I saw him point toward Hardin County, but overruled.
Inbounds and on the right wing, Libby Sanders puts up a bomb over there, and lo and behold, she hit it too. 40 points, the deficit now. The Tigers have not scored in the fourth quarter. Driving down and into the corner. With it now is Pierce. Pierce over now to Strickland. Strickland drives down in the lane. A whistle and a foul is going to be called on Lene Weathers. I'm wondering why she's still on. Well, that's number 12, not 32. Okay. That's going to be on Jesse Chance. Clock running at 3:25 now as the Tigers inbound it. They get it to Riley Strickland in the corner. Now outside. And with it is Stanfield. Lob pass over in the corner. Here's a three-pointer. It's up and good. As Molly Pierce knocks home a three-pointer. It is 67-30 now. 3 minutes left to go. Price in the lane. Back outside now. And down on the baseline. Bank shot as Kylie Jo Ramsey's in the game for the Tigers. She gets a rebound, gets it out now to Strickland. Strickland weaving up the court, gets it across midcourt. Over to Stanfield. Stanfield drives it into the lane, has it stolen away. And then the Tigers steal it back at midcourt. And now there's a timeout. I think a backcourt call was the call. I didn't see it either. But they're going to give the ball to the Mustangs, and with 2:14, both teams kind of playing for fun now. And a drive by a player I don't have a number for. A substitute is going to end up in a foul that I don't have a number for either. So forgive me. Price in the lane to Corbin. Corbin dishes it out. Holy smokes. Sandra Reynolds hits an NBA three-pointer off the right side. And it's a 40-point lead again with 1:32 remaining. Clock running continually. Down in the corner, here's a three-pointer put up by Strickland, or rather by the Tigers. 32. I thought it was 20. That's Hannah Miller who's in the game for Lady Tigers. She missed a three-pointer, gave it a good shot. Rebound is picked up, and coming up with it is Kylie Jo Ramsey. Ramsey is fouled in the act with 1:14. They stopped the clock for the free throws. And Kylie Jo Ramsey steps to the line. She's a junior. First shot's up and good. 39 points is the difference. Second shot won't go. Rebound chased out there in the corner.
I think
by Miller. It will be Tiger basketball. 1:03 now. Out now to Strickland. Strickland hammered there several times by Reynolds. Finally, a foul is going to be called. The clock is still running now. It's not a shooting. Oh, it is going to be a shooting foul. They stop it with 51.4 seconds remaining. And that is going to give Riley Strickland a chance to get on the scoreboard. First shot is good. Way to go, Riley. 70-32. Wish I could say it was different, but second shot's off, no good. Mustangs with the rebound, they're running. Stopping on the other end, Lily Price. Goes around to Judkins. Down the baseline, jumper is up and good. And that's by Judkins. And the Tigers bring it down with 25 seconds remaining. Left side to Pierce. Pierce needing some help, gets it out. As to Stanfield. Stanfield loses it in the lane. Loose ball is picked up by Pierce. 10 seconds now. They're going to stop it on a foul call, and it's going to be on Jessie Chance, her second. But there are 9.2 seconds remaining for keeping score. And to the line, shooting 1-1 is Pierce. First shot off the back rim. That will probably be the last points of the game. We'll see what the Mustangs will do on their end. 1 second to drive in and not get it off in time. And I guess mercifully this game is over with 72-32 the final. As I've always known, even back in the 60s, that Loretto was always a hazardous place to come play, not just because of the facilities, but because of the style of play that they employ. They put on a show tonight.
Yeah, you know, the thing is, it's nothing fancy. It's just pretty fundamental basketball. The Weathers girls.
Just bank shots from the left and bank shots from the right.
Well, they're both pretty good inside especially. We didn't have anybody really that could stop either one of them. I mean, you notice they didn't shoot a three-pointer until late in the fourth quarter, and that was a sub that came in and did that. So, you know, they're pretty fundamentally sound. They rebound. Got a lot of help from fouls and went to the free throw line. But, you know, it is what it is. It's a learning lesson. You move on and hope next time's better.
Well, I'm going to let our sponsors talk for a minute. I'm going to see if I can go find some lineups for this second game, and we'll come back. We've got one more to go, so stay with us here on K93 The final score, Loretto 72, the Tigers 32. We'll sort of patch up our wounds and come back next time. We'll take a pause here for a word from our sponsors. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
All right, welcome back to Loretto, Tennessee. I'm Steve Cornell along with Bill Sharp bringing you Hardin County basketball action. Lady Tigers took one on the chin in game number 1. And we're about 6-7 minutes away from game 2 between the Mustangs and the Tigers. Tigers coming off a pretty good couple of weeks of basketball. Got a win on Tuesday night over Adamsville, looking to get a win here tonight in Loretto, Tennessee. I want to remind you that Sports Talk returns for the 2023 rest of the season, as we'll be back on the air at 9 a.m. Saturday morning right here on 93.5 FM. So we appreciate you tuning in, and we'll get you caught up on all the action over the holidays and get you set for the rest of January as we get into February, and also get into district play toward the end of January. Unfortunately, me and Bill and the Tigers are on the road most of January until we get to the 29th, I believe.
Well, putting up with you is tough enough at home.
Well, I've given you a couple of weeks break. But should be well rested.
But yeah, it makes it a little more difficult. Particularly, you're in a hostile atmosphere for the players throughout that time. So I don't know if they planned that way or it was just one of those deals where they got what they could get in games this season. But we don't start the district play until, well, probably the first week in February.
Yeah. I think Lexington comes to town as our first one. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to a good game tonight. Like I said, the Tigers have played pretty well. Got off to a kind of, I guess, an on and off start, but it seems like things are starting to gel a little bit better.
Well, in the schedule-wise, on Saturday, the Tigers boys team's scheduled to play at Winfield at Shoals Christian. We will not be covering that game live on the air. The next game that we'll be broadcasting will be Monday the 9th at Scotts Hill. And then on Friday, we'll go to Brooks, which is on the other side of Florence, pretty well close to where we are right now. And then it just kind of gets worse as the spring goes along as far as traveling is concerned. But, the first game tonight was not what we wanted to see in terms of outcome. We did see some play that was up to snuff, particularly in the first half. But once they got the lead, we kind of got down, and there was not much we could do. Their second team looked to me almost as proficient as the first team did.
Yeah, it was, like I said, it was an unusual game. I thought it was going to be a pretty good matchup for us. The Weathers girls, both of them can play. They went. Mostly their offense went through them. They were good inside. They could handle the basketball. They took it to the basket. A lot of dribble drives and kind of ate us up on the offensive boards and defensive boards. They had a lot of second chance. And, very fundamentally sound. And, not saying that we weren't, but they knew exactly what they wanted to do. They knew who wanted to do it.
Weathers girls combined for 33 points, with Libby scoring 18 and Lene scoring 15. They had help by Jenny Clifton with 12, and several other players. Jana Clifton had 5, and the rest of them, are less than that. For the Tigers tonight, leading scorer was Neely Barrier with 11, and Haley Harden came in with 7. And also Katie Atkins had 4, Molly Pierce had 3, Claire Callahan had 2, Bailey Gamble had 3, and Kylie Jo Ramsey picked up a point, and so did Riley Strickland. So that just about does it for us here in the first game of the night. We have no idea what to expect. I understand that they're running for their 11th victory tonight, which might indicate that they're having a good season, but I could find nothing else out about what they had done thus far this season online, so we'll just have to wait and see.
Well, the eye test, we have the size. That's going to go to us. I'm kind of watching them. They're a smaller team. I would say that they're kind of built like maybe the Iuka team that came in, Brooks that came in, something like that. Now they make it light it up in this small gym. They're used to shooting here, but as far as height, we got that advantage on them. So we'll see.
But I will tell you one more story about Hampshire. The gym looked a lot like this, only smaller, but there were little spots in the floor where the paint had been worn out. And we found out about in the middle of the third quarter that you did not want their players to get on those spots because they would hit every
they were deadly from there.
Deadly from those shots. I guess that's where they practice. But anyway, that's one of the first things that came to my mind when we came in the gymnasium. It's the first gym I've been in a long time where the players had to go outside to go to the dressing room.
yeah, they had to go out and around to get in the dressing room. So.
Well, I had to beat them up.
But it's kind of nostalgic too.
Yeah, it is.
Looking around.
It is.
And
it's something to remember. But
I mean, this is kind of where we grew up.
Yeah, I guess we've beaten them up enough. So let's take a break here and we'll come back and start the second game right here on K93. What do you say? I'm not at all sure that I'm accurate on this because things had kind of got scattered out during the holiday tournaments, but I show the Tigers as 6-7 on the season. That might be off a digit here or there, but tonight would be a good opportunity to level that up to 7-all. The warm-ups are over. We're about ready for the introduction of starting lineups. The gym itself it looks a little like Vanderbilt Gymnasium. It's so black and gold.
You know everything up as you get like to Wayne County, Clifton, and
it's
on up. It's all black and gold
yeah.
at this point.
Yeah. Now the lights are going to come down. They're going to introduce the Mustangs first.
That is unusual, isn't it?
First time I've ever seen it. So they've got a few cell phones out across the way. Coming off for the first starter is Corbin Reynolds. Jackson Robertson. Mason Tidwell. They got me too close to that spotlight. You?
Yeah, they're right on me.
Yeah, I know it. Hayden Buckram. Kason Bowie. Spelled B-U-I-E. That's a first for me too. So, it's Epiphany night, I guess. So, the starting lineup for the Tigers forthcoming. First off is Garrett Smith. Second is Wheeler Wilkes. Of course, we're all familiar with him. J.T. Smith. Half of Smith and Smith. Tanner Davis.
Good to see Tanner back. He's been out a while.
Yeah, had a good game at Adamsville the other night. And Caleb McGee, the final starter.
I see that Tylen is out. I was listening to the game the other night.
Yeah, he said it was his ankle, and it was a re-injury. So he's probably going to be out for a few days anyway. Running down the roster, Garrett Smith is a senior. Wheeler Wilkes is a senior. Tanner Davis is a junior. And Carson Phillips is a junior. JT is a junior. So sort of a split team classifications. Several will be back next year, and a couple have had all. I don't know why they keep turning the lights on and off. And now they're going to turn them back on. Maybe they're on a timer and they go off after so many minutes.
You know, you was talking about the Weathers. Their dad played professional baseball. They got a brother in professional baseball as well, so very athletic.
So it will be Bowie jumping against Davis, and the tap's going to be controlled to McGee. The Tigers have the ball to start the first period. J.T. Smith on the left wing. Now to Davis. He's come around, got it over to Garrett Smith. Back to J.T. He's going to run full circle through the lane. He comes out on the right wing. Out to Garrett, to Davis in the corner. Looks like a zone defense here. Nope, now they're showing man-to-man. J.T. Smith dishes it off. He get it underneath to McGee. McGee will lay it up and in. Caleb McGee gets the first 2 points on the night. And the Tigers go into full court pressure. Across the timeline comes Buckram. Down in the corner now is Reynolds. Out, and Reynolds with the basketball at center court now. With it. Down on the baseline, driving is Bowie. Bowie turns, fades from the baseline out toward the lane, and is going to hit the first 2 points for the Mustangs. Now there's a whistle as the Tigers come down on offense. There's a whistle and a pushing foul going to be called on J.T. Smith. That was way away from the action. I guess jockeying inside the lane. Ended up with the first foul of the game, and the Mustangs will bring it down. On the dribble is Corbin Reynolds. Reynolds head fakes, works against McGee, decides to go outside now to Aaron. Here's a driving layup put up and no good, partially blocked by McGee. A loose ball picked up by the Mustangs. They're back now in the lane with about a 6-foot jumper. It's no good. Rebound is Mustangs. Robertson had the rebound, went with the follow, and they're going to call a foul on McGee reaching over the back.
Well, he got all ball, didn't even get body on him, but this is the same official that blew his whistle a lot in the first game, and looks like we're back at it now.
It's 2-0 already.
Yeah.
To the line is Robertson. He can break this 2-2 tie with 6:16 left to go first period. And he missed it. Rebound. Tigers. McGee. Down they go. In the lane. Running, jumping is Wilkes. Shot rolled out. Fight for the rebound in the corner. And they're going to say a Mustang is standing on the line. giving the ball to the Tigers. JT checks out. Into the game comes Burdine. Jackson Burdine, a freshman. Now gets it in to Smith. Garrett, that is. Back to Wilkes. Back to McGee. Now to Smith on the left side. Outside to Davis. Davis in the circle. Passes it out to Burdine. It's lost. Going down and getting an easy layup is Corbin Reynolds on the miscue as the ball just kind of squirted out there. Now there's pressure being applied by Loretto. Tigers come down. Davis in the corner for three. Yes. Tanner Davis gets the three. The Tiger lead is 1 now, 5-4. Corbin Reynolds on the right side. A whistle away from the ball, and it's going to be against the Tigers. And this is going to be on Tanner Davis, his first. And so it's right now it's 3-0 foul-wise. But we've seen that before, haven't we? Now Buttram on the left side to Robertson. Robertson drives in, stutter steps, re-drives, loose ball, picked up. McGee's got it. McGee's got it to Davis. Davis and the Tigers running. They'll lob it over in the corner to Wilkes on the right side, back outside to Davis, head of the key. Now to Burdine. Burdine gets a pick, stops, fakes a three, goes instead to McGee. McGee in the lane, little soft touch. 2-footer, and he got it. McGee gets the bucket, and the Mustangs want to adjust. Timeout call, 4:47 left to go first period. It's 7-4 Tigers. Back after this. All right, Loretto Mustangs take it out backcourt following the timeout. McGee's kind of had his way inside, and I think that's troublesome. You brought that up about height. And now on the other end, Mustangs will get it on the left wing to Basin Tidwell, and he knocks in a three from over there. We're tied at 7. So much for that lead. The Tigers come down the floor. They go to Davis on the left side, outside to Garrett Smith. Now to Wilkes. In the lane, gets it off to McGee. McGee banks it home. Nice shot, nice drive by Caleb McGee. Good feed inside, and it's 9-7. Get it to Corbin Reynolds. They get it down in the corner now, driving with it and losing it, having stolen away by McGee was Robertson. The Tigers have it. They're on the attack. Burdine flying the floor, stops inside the circle, goes to Garrett Smith, drives, he lays it up and in. Now that's some good basketball. So Garrett Smith gets his first 2 on the night, and the Tiger lead is 4. Right side, they go now to Tidwell. Tidwell to Robertson. Robertson over to Buttram. Down in the corner, here's a three. It's going to be off no good, but they get the rebound and stick it back up and in. Tidwell took the shot, followed it in, got the rebound, and it's 11-9 now. Tigers only up by 2. Wheeler Wilkes dribbling outside the lane, drives in, puts up the left-handed layup, won't go. Tipped out by McGee, picked up by Davis. Davis banks it home. Tanner Davis picks up his 5th point tonight, and it's 13-9. Tigers up by 4. Corbin Reynolds across the timeline. Eyeing the Tiger man-to-man defense. Again, the Mustangs in white, Tigers in maroon. They work it around the perimeter. Tigers not allowing anything inside the lane. And with it now, with the three-pointer, is Buttram. It's off no good. Gets the rebounds taken down there by Tidwell. And a driving shot is going to be put up on the baseline. Staggering back after he was attempted block there. The basket's good. And Jaden Aaron gets the deuce and it's going to the line. The foul is on McGee. That's 2 on Caleb. And the shot's good. And it's a 13-12 lead now. Tigers up only by 1. Burdine squirts right. Goes to McGee. McGee drives on the baseline, puts up the bank shot. It's a little too hard, but a whistle should be a foul. And here comes the official out now with that information. The foul's on Jaden Aaron, his first. Won't be shooting. Give it to the Tigers baseline. They've got perspiration on the floor where McGee fell. Following the foul there. Burdine will inbound it. Gets it in now to Wilkes for 3 in the corner. Off the back rim, no good. Reynolds with the rebound. He's running, passes it down the floor, going in, and trying to snuggle in for a baseline jumper is Robertson, and he is going to lose the basketball. And it'll be Tiger possession in the backcourt. Garrett Smith across the timeline on the dribble. Head face goes right, throws it up in sort of a haphazard manner, but I think he knew that he had drawn a foul, as he has. Foul is going to be on Buttram, his first. And to the line goes Garrett Smith, who can add to his 2 points tonight by hitting free throws, but he missed the first one. 1:42 left to go in the first period. It's 13-12, Tigers by 1. Garrett Smith on the line with a second opportunity to add to the Tiger lead. Missed it. Rebound taken down by Robertson. 1:38 left to go in the quarter. Tigers up by 1. Now there's a whistle and a offensive foul called against the Mustangs. It's going to be on Jaden Aaron again, who had the last foul. And right now it's 4-3 now, foul-wise. Tigers down by 1 now with that net score. Here comes Burdine down the floor, stops, 8-foot jumper, off, no good. Rebound taken down by Buttram. Nice move, nice shot, just wouldn't go. Now in the corner now, they're going to Tidwell. Back outside now to Reynolds, as the Mustangs working against this Tiger defense. Reynolds dribbling outside, going one-on-one with Carter Smith, who's checked into the game. Reynolds will take it in, go over Smith, and lay it up and in. So he's got 4 now. And the Tigers trail by 1. Carter Smith has it. Davis is sat down for a moment. Smith has it, stops. 6-foot floater, missed it. Rebound, Robertson. Robertson and the Mustangs running. 25 seconds now in the quarter. Driving in the lane, going in, putting up the shot is Tidwell, I think. No, that's Buttram. Buttram slams to the floor pretty hard. And a whistle and a foul is going to be called on Jackson Burdine, his first. In comes Nathan Nesbitt and also Carson Phillips. Wilkes sits down, so does Garrett Smith. So 18.3 seconds left to go in the quarter. Loretto with the basketball underneath their own basket. Quick inbounds pass to Buttram, now to Reynolds, back to Buttram. 12 seconds, he's going to back it away a little bit. Reynolds goes all the way out to midcourt with 9. Goes up. Now there's a count from the fans here now, a 3-pointer right at the buzzer, up and good as Mason Tidwell Made it look like he's done it before. And it's a 17-13 Loretto lead as we go into the second period. We'll take a 60-second break and we'll come back for more right here in Loretto, Tennessee. Loretto has the basketball to begin the second period. They work it down on their end of the floor, and with it is Tidwell on the left side down to Buttram. Back to Tidwell. Now there's a long three on the right side, and holy Toledo, Tidwell hit another one. And this one was at least 3 feet outside the three-point circle. 20-13. Tigers down now. They go to Davis. Davis drives in, banks the shot, banks it home. He took it left or right across the lane, went high in the air, and brought it home. So Tanner Davis gets 2 there. And there's a whistle and a pushing foul as we move to the other end of the floor, and it's going to be against the Tigers again. And it's going to be on, I guess it's going to be on Wilkes. I thought he threw it 4 fingers, but we don't have a 4 out there. Not shooting. Inbounds pass fielded by Robertson outside. He drives in the circle, confronted by Davis. He lost it and then got it over to Reynolds. Reynolds cans a 3 off the left wing. There's nothing but net. 8 points now. Tigers are falling down a little bit here. They got to get some points on this trip and then play some D. Burdine on the right side. They go underneath the Wilkes. Wilkes drives and lays it up and in. Wilkes came back in the game on the last foul, and he just picked up 2 more. He's got 2, and it's 23-17 now with Loretto working in the backcourt. With it is Aaron. Aaron now to Robertson. Back to Reynolds. Reynolds will back up to midcourt. Guarded there by Wilkes. Tidwell gets it over now to Aaron. Aaron to Reynolds. Back now to Tidwell. Tidwell is working against JT right at the head of the key. Or rather, that's Tanner Davis. And now driving, head faking, driving in, putting up a shot. It's Robertson. Missed it. Rebound McGee. McGee out to Burdine. Burdine down the floor. Back to McGee. Outside. Here's Wilkes for 3. Won't go. Rebound taken down by Robertson. Robertson to Reynolds. 5:33 left to go second. Loretto up 23-17. Tigers needing a good defensive play on this trip down the floor. Reynolds drives in the lane versus McGee. Instead goes off into the corner now to Wilkerson. Now back outside as the Mustangs work it around, trying to penetrate this man-to-man defense. Reynolds goes one-on-one with McGee, takes it in, misses the bank shot. Rebound, Mustangs back outside now, and for 3 goes Tidwell. He's got 14. He's looking like he's their go-to guy. 26-17 now. As Burdine brings it across the timeline, Tigers down by 9. 4:40 left to go here in the second. Back out to McGee. McGee giving the three, doesn't take it. Instead, they're going to get it to Wilkes, and Wilkes is going to be called for a travel. Quick substitution as Buttram checks back into the game. And out comes Aaron. Tigers with McGee and Wilkes, Garrett Smith, Jackson Burdine, and Tanner Davis on the floor right now. So pass into the forecourt, and picking up a foul real quick is Freeler Wilkes. That's 2 that I show. And to the line, into 1-and-1 are the Loretto Mustangs. Tidwell missed the first free throw. Rebound McGee. Tigers control. Burdine down the floor. Drives, kicks it outside now to McGee following. He stops, gets it under to Garrett Smith wide open. Good feed by McGee. Great shot by Smith. Smith picks up his 4th point. There's timeout on the floor. 4:10 left to go, second period. Hardin County down 26-19. We'll be back in 30 seconds. (26-19), 4:10 left to go here in the second period. And Loretto with the basketball in the backcourt. They've been hot from the three-point line. They've also been hot inside. Tigers trying to figure out how to stop that. Here's a pass across the middle. It's going to be stolen by Wheeler Wilkes. He's in the forecourt, goes down in the corner. Davis had to run over an official. Holy Toledo, they have called traveling when Davis tripped over the official in the corner, and then they're calling Burdine for a traveling. I don't get that. But they've taken the ball away from us, and here we go. Reynolds across the timeline. Goes to Tidwell. Now to Reynolds on the right side. Under 3:35 now, going in the half. Tigers down by 7. Pass down low, and shot is off, no good by Buttram. Rebound McGee. McGee outside to Davis. Davis drives in the lane, puts up the shot. They're going to wave it off and call him traveling.
It was more of a foul than the foul caused him to stop and have to regather. And
Mother McCree. Give the ball out to the Mustangs. Here comes Reynolds across the timeline. He will go against McGee and kick it back outside to Buttram. Now to Reynolds in the corner to Robertson. To Reynolds, back to Robertson. He's giving the three, doesn't take it, drives in the lane, kicks it out in the corner. Now with it is Buttram. Buttram now on the left wing going against Wilkes. Back now to Reynolds. He loses it. It's going to be picked up by the Mustangs. And driving in for a shot was Tidwell. But he's going to be fouled by Davis. That's his second. Tidwell's shot never had a chance, but he'll get through here. First shot's good. So that's 15 for Tidwell so far. Second shot, good as well. So with 2:43 left to go in the half, the Tigers down by 9. Jackson Burdine over to Carter Smith, and the pass will be intercepted, stolen away by Buttram. Buttram drives in. His defender slipped off of him. He had an open shot, and he laid it up and in. Buttram got 2, now with a whistle. Now they got a technical foul called against the Tiger bench. And I guess Ryan Geyer's about had all they can take.
I don't blame him. That is,
and that puts Tidwell on the line.
The official needs to go over. He needs to get away from him now. He's in an argument with him. He just needs to go away.
Now they're still arguing on the bench now. The second shot's good, and now it's a 13-point lead with 2:31 left to go in the half. Reynolds takes the inbounds pass, following the technical as they get the ball back. Now Aaron dribbling. Now it's lost on the floor there by Robertson. Pass down to Reynolds. Reynolds drives in the lane, slides underneath the goal, put it up with the right hand, and laid it up and in. So Reynolds has got 9 now. Tigers facing full court pressure. Garrett Smith caught about 3/4 of the way up. Now they get it over and trying to get it into Nesbitt. Stolen away by the Mustangs. Driving down, putting up a reverse layup is Reynolds. Rebounds taken down there by Garrett Smith. And Garrett Smith is going to be called for a foul. Or Robertson is going to be called for a foul on Garrett Smith. And that being only the 4th team foul. Tigers are not in the 1-and-1. 1:50 left to go here. 34-19. Tigers down by 15. Burdine drives. A fake pump and a shot's off the rim. No good. Rebound. Now there's a whistle and a foul call. It's going to be called on Corbin Reynolds. His first. But more importantly, it's going to put Jackson Burdine on the line. Give him an opportunity to get on the board tonight. He's got 2 coming. First one, luck wouldn't have it. And he'll have to go for the second. Into the game comes Carter Smith. Out comes Garrett Smith. So Nathan Nesbitt still back in the game, or still in the game. Second shot by Burdine is good. He's got 1 now, and it's 34-20. 1:40 remaining in the half. Corbin Reynolds dribbling outside. Down in the corner. Back outside now to Aaron. Here's a long 3-pointer. Oh, smoke. He was standing almost on the line out there, and Hayden Buttram hit a monster 3-pointer, and it's 37-20. Wilkes down the floor to get it underneath, and Carson Phillips takes it up and lays it up and in. Tigers get an easy one there, but they're still down by 15. 1 minute left to go here in the half. With it is Tidwell on the right side. Now to Robertson. Robertson gets it to Buttram just outside the circle. Back to Buttram, giving the 3, doesn't take it. Instead goes over to Tidwell. 40 seconds now. Now to Reynolds. Reynolds kicks it out. Here's another 3-pointer. Uh-oh. There's a whistle and a foul called inside against the Mustangs. Foul's going to be on Reynolds, his second. Into the game comes Ben Benson for the Tigers. Nesbitt sits down. Tigers with Benson and Burdine, Wilkes, also Carter Smith. As Burdine goes down the floor, drives in the lane, goes up for the layup. That Carson Phillips was the other player that was left off. And the turnover gives it to Loretto in the backcourt. 20 seconds now. They're slowly coming across. I guess they're planning on putting up 1 shot. But Tidwell, who's got 18 on the night, not shy about putting it up. Tidwell, 6 seconds, makes his move toward the basket, lays it in, kicks it off the backboard, count it. And that's the end. We just hit the speakers. We took a long stab from full court and hit the speakers in the ceiling, and obviously that won't count. But 39-22 is your Halftime score.
Well, the difference, in the game is Tidwell. He lighting it up from outside. What'd you say? He had 18?
Well, he got 20 now.
20 now. He's got 20 of their 39 points. He's a good basketball player. They're getting us inside, too.
But I certainly, I don't do a lot of coaching on this from this standpoint, but I certainly would see to it that somebody else beat me in the second half.
Well,
dime the ball.
You would hope so, but they seem to find him open a lot. And, when Ryan got a little frustration, technical called on him, which I understand his frustration with some of the walking and the violations that were called and the fouls. And in a game like this, sometimes it gets to you. And, I was sitting here thinking, when we go east and we play schools that are black and gold, we have officiating troubles from time to time. And tonight is no different.
Well, I'm glad you're finally cooling down some.
Well, it just is what it is. It's not any different than the first game. It's just we've got one guy, really. Every contested anything is a foul, but unfortunately, it's any time we contest anything, it's when it becomes a foul. But
I don't think we're coming to our place, are they? I think it's
no, not this year. But we got to shoot the ball better from outside. We've been very cold from three-point. I think we've had a couple. McGee has done his deal inside. He's got the height advantage. There's one guy with height went down with an ankle injury, and I was watching him over here on the bench, and he's got a pretty good knot on the side of his foot, so I doubt we see him
for a while.
The rest of the night. But they did a good job. They put pressure on us. We didn't handle it very well. And, they capitalized, went on a little bit of a run on us. We came back, and then they pulled away late.
Well, notwithstanding the chiropractor we're going to have to see on the way home because my back is killing me. It's been a fun night. Lady Tigers fall by a score of 72-32. Right now it's halftime of the boys' game, 39-22. Loretto up on top, and we've got 2 more quarters to go. Who knows what'll happen? But right now we'll take a pause for a word from our sponsors, and we'll come back from Loretto, Tennessee right after these words. Stay with us. All right, let's look at the scoring here in the first half as the Loretto Mustangs have jumped up to a 39-22 lead here. And as we mentioned earlier, Mason Tidwell has 20 points and leads all scorers for the game. He's followed there by 9 points by Corbin Reynolds. Also, Hayden Buttram had 5, Kason Bowie had 2, and Jaden Aaron had 3. For the Tigers in the first half tonight, leading scorer is Tanner Davis with 7. He's followed by Caleb McGee with 6. Garrett Smith has 4. Wheeler Wilkes with 2. That's well below his average. Jackson Burdine with 1, and Carson Phillips with 2. So that's your scoring for the first half, and it's just a matter of the Tigers coming out and playing basic defense and finding a way to get those 3-pointers to start falling.
Yeah, we only beat Tidwell by 2 as a team. So yeah, we got to get our shots going from outside and get some threes. This start of this second half will be real important for the Tigers to work their way back into the game and kind of settle down just a bit. They played good at times, and they've been real aggressive. But
McGee dominated in the first part of the quarter, but
our outside shooting is just not being what it's normally
is. We're packing in on McGee, and we can't bring him out with the longer shot. So they got a player at Kason Bowie. Is that the one you said had a knot on?
Yeah, that's their guy in the middle.
Yeah, he looks like he's going to be a goner for tonight. But we've got a couple more minutes before we start the second half. We'll let our sponsors talk to you one more time, and we'll be right back here in Loretto, Tennessee. Hardin County has the basketball to begin the second half, and Wheeler Wilkes will take the inbounds pass. Go on the right side of J.T. Smith, the original starting 5 on the floor now. Down in the corner they go to Wilkes. He's gone all the way from the right to the left. Down to McGee. McGee goes in, little left-handed hook shot from 6. Won't go, rebound J.T. Smith. McGee now has it at the free throw line to Smith. In the corner now to Garrett. Now to McGee, slides in, moves one way, moves back the other, lays up the one-hander from 3, he got it. So that cut the lead to 15. And here's a steal at midcourt. The Tigers put on pressure. Coming up with it is Garrett Smith, and he gets it over to J.T. Smith. The Tigers back on the offensive attack. Garrett Smith tries a three. Back rim won't go. Rebound taken down by Wilkerson. Check that. That's Robertson. Now to Reynolds, who is about 5 feet outside the circle. He goes on the right side. Now to Aaron. Aaron goes on the right wing to Buttram. Buttram and Robertson finally dribbled it. About 5 passes for those a dribble. Now Corbin Reynolds is dribbling all over the place. To Tidwell. Tidwell going against McGee. Stops baseline in the corner now to Robertson. Robertson penetrates, dishes it off to Buttram, but a whistle and a foul is going to be called. 3-second line. Okay, 3-second violation. I kept waiting for the official to run across the floor. And the Tigers get it on the turnover. J.T. Smith, the Garrett Smith head of the key. On the left wing now to Wilkes. Back outside to J.T. J.T. in the paint. A little fading jumper, a little short. Rebound taken down by Buttram. Tigers can't buy a bucket. There was a driving layup by Reynolds. He just took it against the 1-on-3 and took it to the glass and managed to squeak it through there. 41-24 now. 5:49 left to go third. Wilkes dribbles, gets it over to Smith at the high post. Now to McGee, out, and a three-pointer put off by Wilkes. It's no good. Rebound. McGee out in the circle. Pass it out, and we'll pass it, and we're going to have a backcourt violation. As I think it was Garrett tried to connect with JT and just overthrew it. It's in the backcourt, and now it's the forecourt for the Mustangs. With 5:30 remaining. They go to Reynolds. Reynolds working against Burdine, who's checked in for Garrett Smith. Now there's whistle and another 3-second call.
That's a walk, that time.
Well, the official was behind the post. That's my only excuse. Anyway, Tigers have it. Here is Burdine with the basketball. Over on the left side of Davis. Davis muscles his way down the lane and laid it up from the left side and scores. Nice move there by Davis. As Loretto brings it down the floor now, leading 41-26. Here's a three-pointer off the right side that is good by Mason Tidwell, as you would expect. He's got 23. And the lead is 18. Burdine drives down the lane, stops, puts up about a 6-foot fadeaway. It's off no good, but a whistle and a foul is going to be called prior to the shot. It's going to be on Robertson, his second. Inbound to Davis. Davis quickly over to JT at the head of the key. He penetrates the lane, gets it back to Burdine. Burdine drives, puts up a shot. The one-hander sort of falling out of bounds. It didn't go, but a whistle and a foul is going to be called. And it's going to be on Robertson. That's his third. Burdine to the line. First shot's good. Jackson Burdine now with 2. He can make it 3 with this one. Missed it. Rebound, Mustangs. Tidwell gets it over now to Reynolds. Reynolds to Tidwell. Right hand and left hand dribble. Back now to Robertson. Robertson in the lane. Goes down. Pushes it down to Tidwell on the baseline. There's a steal coming up with it. There's Davis. Tanner Davis drives down the lane, puts up the shot. Won't go. I thought it was foul. Officials did not. Rebounds Tidwell. Tidwell has the ball slapped out of bounds by a long-reaching Tanner Davis, disrupting the play, but it will be Mustang basketball. Under 4 minutes to go in the third. 44-27. Tigers down. Reynolds drives in on the right side, kicks it out on the left side to Robertson. Robertson drives in the lane, forces up a shot, won't go. Gets his own rebound, sticks it up and in. Tigers had 2 people in position. Robertson still got the rebound. Davis to Wilkes on the opposite end. JT in the lane, running, jumping, banker. He got it. JT Smith picks up his first 2 points on the night, and it's a 17-point game again. Now Buckland trapped, gets it over now to Tidwell. He tries to penetrate, instead gets it over to Aaron. Aaron drives in, has the ball stolen away from him, and the Tigers are back on the opposite end. Down the floor they go to Burdine. Burdine slides left to right, puts up a one-handed float shot, and he got it. Nice move by Jackson Burdine. And the Tigers still applying pressure at midcourt. Tidwell drives in, going to run into McGee, but they're going to call McGee for blocking. Looked to me like a little bit of charging going on there. Could have gone either way, but we know better than that, don't we? So, to the line and shooting 2 is Mason Tidwell. He's got 23, now 24. Tigers trail 47-31. Second shot's good too. So now he's got 25 and the Tigers trail by 17 again. Burdine head fakes his man, gets it into the forecourt. Stops on the right wing, dives in, splits a double team, pumps, scores. Jackson Burdine's turning on here in the second half. He's got 6 points. And the Tigers trail by 15. Reynolds down the floor to Robertson. Here's a jumper. It's off, no good. Tidwell had it. No, now JT comes out of the pack running. He's going to catch it down. Tries to split a hair there in between 2 players and get it to Davis. It's stolen away by the Mustangs. And down the floor comes Wilkerson. On the left side now to Buttram. Now to Tidwell, way outside in the middle. Buttram. Right side now to Robertson. 1:53 left to go in the third. 48-33. Loretto on top. Wilkerson. On the left side, Tidwell drives in the lane, puts up the one-hander. It's going to be short. A whistle and a foul is going to put him back on the line again. And with 1:40 remaining in the third period, Mason Tidwell on the line shooting 2. First shot is good. And he is 6 of 8 tonight from the free throw line. Second shot forthcoming. Yes. So 1:40 remaining. 50-33. Couple substitutions for the Mustangs. And the Tigers work up against the full court press. JT, they get it to Jackson Burdine. Burdine drives in the paint, turns, scores big time. And I ran on the limb there before he took the shot, say he scored, but he's done that before. He did it. He's got 8 now. He's the hot hand. And the Mustangs run it down the floor. They go to Reynolds, right side of Tidwell. Outside now to Wilkerson. He drives, puts up an 8-foot jumper. No good. Rebound, Wheeler Wilkes. Wilkes out now to JT. JT goes in the corner now to Wilkes. Wilkes has it batted away by Reynolds out of bounds. 57 seconds left in the quarter. Tigers down by 15. A 3 here, and this game is going to be within reach. Smith inbounding to Burdine. Burdine back to JT, and he dribbles to the left wing. Back to Burdine. Burdine eyes the 3, instead stops. Now he'll put the 3 up. Missed it. Rebound taken down by Buttram. They go to Reynolds. 35 seconds now. 50-35. Tigers needing a steal and a bucket here. Tidwell. Left side now to Aaron. Aaron looks in the corner to Reynolds on the left side. Now to Buttram. Back out to Tidwell. 16 seconds. I'm guessing they're probably waiting to give him the last shot. Robertson goes out to Reynolds. It's 8 seconds. He'll wait until about 6 to make his charge. Stops in the corner, and they're going to go to Tidwell, and he'll take a 3 at the buzzer. Got it. Holy Toledo. You couldn't have scripted it better. And he now has 30. And the Tigers trail by 18. The end of the third period has come. Fourth period on the shelf here. We'll be back after a 60-second timeout. All right, your third quarter score, Loretto 53, Tigers 35, and Loretto has the ball to boot. They go to Tidwell. Tidwell drives in the lane. He's going to get called for his first foul tonight, and it's a charging foul. Leaning back was McGee to absorb the shock, and it will be Tiger basketball into backcourt. Substitutions coming in. They're going to take Tidwell out. He gets a round of applause from the fans at home. And J.T. Smith will bring it down for the Hardin County Tigers. Hope you're enjoying tonight's broadcast of Hardin County basketball on the road here in Loretto. Burdine. Burdine goes into the lane, starts to back up to take a shot, loses it, stolen away, and the Mustangs run the floor with Buttram being the final player to come up with it. He misses the shot underneath, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds, touched last by the Tigers. Inbounds, Robertson. 5-second call. Couldn't find anybody to.
Bill, this will help you make your night. You know, Tidwell's got 30, and I just got a text that Tidwell's a freshman.
Oh, well, J.T. Smith gets that, drives in the paint, gets it underneath to McGee. McGee rolls to his right, puts a hook shot up, and he got it. He's got 10 now. 53-37. Steal at midcourt by Burdine. Burdine across the timeline in the corner now to Davis for 3. He got it, yes. That will help. So the Tigers making a run here with 6:58 left to go in the fourth. They've cut it to 13. With it now is Aaron. Aaron out to Buttram. Buttram looking for help, gets it back to Aaron. Now to Reynolds. Right side to Robertson. Now to Colin Wilkerson. Right side. Back out to Aaron on the left wing. There's a quick pass underneath, going in for the layup. Up and good is Jackson Robertson. He just ripped his way through the lane and picked up 2 there. He's got 11 now. Or rather 4. Yeah. Now driving in is Tanner Davis. Davis takes it from the left side, drives in the lane, puts up the running jumper, and he got it. So Tanner Davis has got 14 tonight. And it's 55-42, still a 13-point game. Mustangs on the other end, working it outside. Corbin Reynolds on the left side now to Buttram. Underneath to Wilkerson. Wilkerson is fouled at that point. I think it's probably going to be on JT. Yeah, indeed it was. His second. No problem there. But it will give the Mustangs another shot at the basket. With 5:46 left to go in the game, they lead by 13. Inbound, Tidwell back in the game. Now to Buttram. Buttram for three, no good. Rebound, McGee. McGee to Burdine. Burdine drives down, fades to the right, and lays it up and in. Jackson Burdine with 10 now. And Loretto works it up the floor. Reynolds is a steal by McGee at midcourt. Takes it down, goes underneath to Davis. Davis banks it home. Tanner Davis cut the lead now to 11 with 5:10 left to go in the game. Reynolds having trouble with the trap at midcourt. Down underneath to Robertson. Now he'll squirt it out there to Tidwell, and Tidwell will get an easy layup inside. But the Tigers showing some life here. They trail 57-46. There's timeout on the floor. Timeout. Loretto will be back in 1 minute. Jackson Burdine dribbling up the floor following the timeout. Tigers down by 11 now. Burdine drives in the paint. Kicks it in the corner to Wilkes. Wilkes for three. Off the front rim. No. Rebound is Aaron. Aaron over to Lindsey, or rather Reynolds. Now on the left wing to Buttram. Buttram to Aaron. On the left side, Robertson. Dribbling against JT. Goes to the right side for Tidwell. Tidwell instead goes to Reynolds on the left. Here's a long three by Tidwell. Right over him. McGee's got his hand in his face, and Tidwell knocks home another of those threes of his. He's got 35 now. JT Smith drives in, kicks it out to McGee on the left side. McGee goes in to Wilkes, who's driving from right to left. Wilkes slid in for the shot and missed it, but he's fouled. So Jaden Aaron picks up the foul. That's his third. And to the line goes one Wheeler Wilkes, who has got two on the night. And I'm sure would like to add to that here with two free throws. First shot won't go. Some nights it just doesn't flow well, you know. 3:57 left to go. Tigers down by 16. Wilkes hits the second shot. And now it's a 13-point game. Tidwell helping the Mustangs get it across the timeline. They get it into Buttram in the corner now. Back out to Tidwell, giving the three on the left side. Drained it.
I mean, it doesn't matter if you got a hand in his face or not.
He's just unconscious.
Well, he squares up. He just shoots it. He's pure.
I think he's done a little practicing. I'd say.
Like I said, he's a freshman.
He's guilty of practicing.
What is that, 38 tonight?
38, yes.
Wow.
We got 3 minutes left to go, 3.5.
Glad he's not in the region.
Yeah. J.T. Smith outside now to Wilkes. Tries to cross, goes back to McGee. High post right side. Out on the left, and here is Wilkes for three. It's off no good. Rebound taken down by Reynolds. Reynolds down the floor to Buttram. To Roberson. If I were the Mustangs, I'd get it to Tidwell. Tonight, anyway. Corbin Reynolds kicks it out, goes in the paint a little bit, and then kicks it out on to Buttram on the left wing. Under 3 minutes left to go here. And Tidwell decides to go one-on-one with Davis. Drives in the lane. Missed the bank shot inside. Tapped by Burdine. Picked up by McGee down the floor. Now here's Burdine in the corner for three. No. Rebound Mustangs. 2:34 left to go. 63-47. Loretto looking like they're going to pick up another W tonight. In the lane and driving, putting up the shots. Reynolds won't go. Rebound taken down by Davis. Out to JT. JT stops on the baseline to McGee. McGee slides to his right and puts up the right-hand shot and scores. He's got 12 now. Tigers trail by 14. 2:11 left to play the game. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Two minutes, 11 seconds left in this ball game. Hardin County trails 63-49 at the hands of Loretto. And Loretto is trying to work it up the floor against the full court pressure applied by the Tigers. They have to hurry up. They finally get it across to Tidwell right at, I think, the 9 count. And Tidwell will dribble across. Burdine attempts to steal. Tidwell evades it. Now he's doing a dribbling show out there. On the left wing to Buttram. And he deserves a little credit. 38 points is a good output. Tidwell now with it. Works against Burdine with on the left-hand dribble. Now to Buttram. Buttram out to Reynolds. Reynolds forced out toward midcourt by Tanner Davis. They're going to force us to foul him. Reynolds now under a 5-second count gets it off to Buttram. Back to Reynolds. He's in the lane. Thought he carried the ball. Got away with it. And now they're going to call McGee for reaching in on Reynolds. That'll be the 4th on Caleb. Tigers with 3 players in double figures tonight. Tanner Davis with 16. McGee with 12. And Jackson Burdine with 10. Looks like it's going to be a little bit shorter. 1:09 left to go. Down by 14. Tidwell hands it off to Reynolds. Back to Tidwell. Working in the lane. Tidwell will be fouled with exactly 1 minute remaining as J.T. Smith picks up his 3rd foul. And it's not at 1-1.
Now they still got 2 more fouls to get. They just need to let them dribble it out. It's all academic now under a minute.
McGee gets a steal on the inbounds pass. Tidwell and McGee down the floor they go. Here's a 3-pointer put up by Davis. It's off no good. Finally a loose ball batted away by Roberson over to Tidwell in the forecourt. And Wilkes is going to foul Tidwell. Give him a shot at 40 here because he'll get
no, they got to get one more.
It's not a 1-1.
I don't know why we're fouling. Just prologuing the game.
41.9 seconds. And Tigers send into substitutions from Carter Smith, Ben Benson, Garrett Smith, also Nathan Nesbitt, and Carson Phillips on the floor for the Tigers. 32 seconds now. Tidwell dribbling, passes off for a moment and gets it back, dribbling again.
Well, they're not looking to shoot anyway.
No, they just want to let it run out.
Here, he said anybody shoots a three-pointer, he's going to burn their tennis shoes at the end of the game. I heard him say that.
I guess he's probably talking to Tidwell, but I don't know. I think I'd let him shoot.
Yeah, I did. He did. He said anybody shoots a three.
Clock stopped at 9.5 seconds if you're wondering what's going on out there. And the Mustangs will back it up, and they're going to let the clock run out. That will be the final score, 63-49, as Hardin County drops a pair tonight against the Loretto Mustangs, and not much you could say about it except adios and sayonara.
Yeah, two well-coached teams, and I mean, heck, dude has 38, and then you got the two sisters. They accounted for half of the points in the girls' game, and not much you can do. And we didn't shoot the ball well outside, and that was really the killer.
Well, that's just that's what you do when you got a young team and you're trying to build a new program, and those kind of things happen. A lot of bright spots tonight. Kayla McGee came on and did a good job scoring 12. And as I said earlier, Tanner Davis had 16. A good night for him, which is above his average. Also, Jackson Burdine staying in the double figures range. So really good night in that respect. But when you got a guy like Mason Tidwell throwing in 38 and Corbin Reynolds throwing in 11, it doesn't leave much room for error down the line. Looking at the rest of the scoring for Loretta, Jackson Robertson had 4, Hayden Buttram had 5, Kason Bowie had 2, Jaden Aaron had 3, and that's all of that. For the Tigers, I told you those 3 players also scoring tonight were Garrett Smith with 4, Wheeler Wilkes with 3, that's a little below his average, J.T. Smith with 2, and Carson Phillips with 2. So that just about wraps it up for me. Steve, you got anything you want to add about sports talk in the morning?
Sports talk. Well, I hope not in the morning. It's Friday.
Oh, that's right.
Saturday.
Why am I thinking tonight's Friday?
Yeah, Saturday at 9. Coach Gower will be in there, and we'll discuss the games this week and get you set for next week.
Sounds great. Lady Tigers fall 72-32 in the opener tonight. Tigers fall 63-49 in the nightcap. That says it all for us. For Steve Carnell and my good buddy Steve Smith, this is Bill Sharp saying good night, Tiger fans. Have a good one. Thanks, Clark.